Hey, it's Kevin. I just want to give you guys an update on my Jeep. I've since sold my Expedition trailer, and I now have my Smitty-built tent mounted to my Jeep. I have a 2003 Rubicon TJ. Yes, it's a real Rubicon. Everybody asked me that for some reason. Starting at the front, I have an eBay special front bumper. It came with recessed LED lights, which are actually pretty bright. They're actually brighter than the stock TJ fog lights. It came with two D-ring mounts, and it also came with two D-rings themselves. I have one on the front right here. It came with a winch plate. It came with two light tabs up top. And I think it was only like $200, maybe $260 for the front bumper, and you can't beat that price. My only complaint is that if you look right here, it's actually pretty thin. On my last Jeep TJ, I had worn front and rear bumpers, and they were 3 times as thick. And you could hit concrete straight on with that and it wouldn't even bend. These I think would bend pretty easily. Mounted on the front bumper, I have a 9,000-pound Badland Winch, which came from Harbor Freight. And if you have the ad in the back, you can find a 20% off coupon, and you can get this winch for about $300, maybe $280. And it comes with this roller, the winch cable, everything you're going to need, the remote, and LED lights that I have mounted on the front bumper are eBay specials. I think they were $25. These are very, very bright for under $30. The only problem is you can see this lens is clear. This one started yellowing for some reason, and that's the only light that's done that. I don't know why. Okay, another question that I get is, what are these? These are called limb risers. When you're driving through the forest or on narrow trails, ATV trails usually, this lifts the branches up over the windshield so they're not slapping your Jeep and cracking your windshield, because that's a very common problem since Jeep windshields are pretty flat. I have a farm jack mounted right here on my hood. It's pretty annoying. I've only had to take it off once or twice. My biggest thing is just scratching the hood when you take it off. Other than that, people usually mount them on the rear bumper, make it more accessible. Up top, I have a 50-inch 30,000 lumen light bar. It's pretty bright as well. I'm not sure of the brand, but I know it's an off-brand. I think it was maybe $200. Bought it just over a year ago. Coming down to the wheels and tires, I have stock Rubicon. I think they're 2015 rims and tires. It's the factory tires, and all I did was take the rims off and had them powder coated with that red on there just to have a nice little accent to make it pop. Coming over to the roof rack, this is another eBay special roof rack. I do not recommend it. It's really flimsy. It's kind of crappy in my opinion. These are rear tube fenders, the same company that did the front bumper. They're actually really nice, really strong. I use that as a step when I have to put my tent away and set it up. Coming to the rear bumper, I have a Poison Spider rear stinger mounted on a Smitty-built rock crawler rear bumper. I have another LED reverse light right here, LED tag light and LED brake light. I have a 2-foot fire stick antenna. It works pretty well. I was having issues with it, and someone said that it's because it wasn't higher than my tent and my metal rack that I have. I messed with some settings on my CB radio, and I finally got it tuned in, and I can hear traffic now. In the next couple weeks, I'll be installing flat fenders, so I'll be cutting my Jeep up. I'll also be installing rock sliders that go along the side of the Jeep for rocks. And also on top, I mounted my Smitty-built first generation Overlander tent. It's held up well, and I've had it in all weather conditions except for snow, unfortunately. I'll give you an update again in a couple weeks whenever I install the flat fenders and rock ards. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below this video and I'll answer them right away. Thank you.